Alright guys, today we're doing valve cover gaskets on a 2007 Galant with the 3.8 in. The first thing to do is take this engine cover off. They're all 10 millimeter, there's supposed to be one there, but that's missing. Now that we got that out of the way, we got a full view of the valve cover gasket. I guess I'm going to do the front one first. The front one's really easy to get to. It's not under the intake. First thing I'm going to do is pop all these coils out. They're all a 10 millimeter also. So right here, we have I guess it's the part of the PCV system. That is a 14 millimeter. I'm going to go ahead and get that off and out of our way now. Now we have another hose right here to pop off. See it right down there? I'm probably going to need two hands for this, but yeah, I need two hands for it. A lot of times you just twist and pull. So I'm going to go put my phone down and get that vacuum hose off. So now I'm going to zip the bolts out quick from the valve cover. All 10 millimeters so far for this whole job. So I got the 6 bolts out. Now, it looks like it slides under the timing cover. It does a little bit. So you just lift it up and pull it out. And there we got the valve cover off. Now the kit we got, they come with new spark plug tubes, seals, so I'm going to pull them off a while. Someone replaced this already. Look at that. They RTV'd the whole gasket in, which is a huge no-no. So I'm going to have to spend quite a bit of time trying to get this all cleaned up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back when I get this all cleaned up and ready to put back on. Alright guys, so these spark plug tubes, just pop in one, like so. And I don't know if you can see this on camera, but this valve cover gasket, someone replaced it. And this metal edge was all bent out. I hope you can see it on camera. The gasket won't even stay in place. That's probably why they had it covered in RTV. So I just went through and crimped it tighter with a pair of pliers to help hold that gasket in place, at least until I get it torqued down. I'm definitely gonna have to watch this side here to make sure it doesn't roll out when I go put it on. I'm kind of just holding that gasket in place with my finger. Make sure it stays there, and it did. I'm going to get these bolts started here. Alright guys, I got the 6 valve cover bolts started. There too, I'm only running them in lightly. You definitely don't want to over torque these. as you can see, I'm not going in order. I'm kind of jumping around a little bit to help spread the force out a bit. You can also see I'm holding the head of the ratchet, so that way I don't inadvertently over torque it. And I'm also going around and doing it in a few different stages. Check quick. Make sure that gasket didn't roll. Everything feels okay. Now instead of putting the coil packs and the lines on right now, I'm going to go ahead and start removing all the bolts here for the upper intake. Which all the ones I can see right now are going to be at 12 mil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got 2 short ones. There's 3 different sizes altogether. The real long ones go in the back, the medium ones go here, the short ones go on edges. These are just 2 wiring stay brackets that I'm removing. And then for this sensor right here, there's just a little metal clip that you pop up. Got that off, they'll loose the little clip. And then there's usually, feels like there's 2 bolts back here for brackets that hold the manifold on. And those will also be 12. Okay guys, so I'm trying to show you back here. I also have to get the EGR tube off. That is also 2 12 millimeters. There's one of the 12 millimeter bracket bolts I took out, and then back here, there's another 12 millimeter bracket bolt I took out. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the bolts out for that EGR tube a while, and then should be pretty much ready to get this intake off. All right, over here, there's a big wiring stay bracket. Once again, it's out on with 1 10 millimeter, or wait, hold on, 2 10 millimeters. That's all. I'm gonna remove the air tube quick just to give me a little bit more room. Alright guys, so I moved the air intake ducting. I moved this vacuum hose here. Now there might be enough room. Looks like I'm gonna have to pop some of this wiring off here quick, which someone already broke all the connectors for, so that was pretty easy. Alright, so I just had the intake bungee corded out of the way so I didn't have to take any of the stuff off the throttle body. Pretty much going to be the same procedure as the back one, or as the front one was. Put something over here so I don't drop something down in there. This back one here I had to end up unplugging to get out the whole way. There's a wiring stay here, this tab that you push in to get off. Get that out of the way. There's part of the PVC hose over here. Got that hose off. This is one that crosses over to that valve cover. then there's one more hose back here. You know what I'm noticing? This was done before, and a lot of these don't even, the clamps aren't even put back on, they're just slid on. So now I'm going to take the 6 valve cover bolt. Alright, so on this one here, there is a bolt going through the timing belt cover that goes into the valve cover. There's actually 2 bolts, but someone was nice enough not to put the other one back in. There's that one there. There's supposed to be another one back down in here. Alright, so what I ended up doing was I took that timing cover bolt out right there. Actually, that's the one that was missing. I took this one out right here, and I took out one more right here, and that allowed me to just lift the valve cover off. Once again, completely smothered in RTV. If you guys like these videos, please make sure you subscribe, and I will put a link down in the description where you can get the parts at to do this job. Alright guys, I got the new spark plug tube seals put on. I got the valve cover gasket put in. Once again, I had to go around and bend everything back so you can get it to stay in. I sat back in place here. I'm going to go ahead and get all the bolts started, get them all snug down, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, I got all the coils bolted back in and plugged in. I'm going to reuse the intake gasket. It's metal. I can't find one locally, but honestly a metal one will be fine. Same thing with the jar gasket. I'm going to reuse that. It's metal. It'll be okay. Valve cover bolts are torqued down. The hoses are back on, so I'm going to go ahead and sit this intake back on and get everything tightened down. Just wanted to show you, I got everything back together, but I wanted to show you, there's a couple more bolts that you would normally have to take out. You can see them down there. It's a bracket on the throttle body. I didn't even notice it because the bolts aren't even there anymore. So I'm going to go ahead, finish getting this all thrown together, make sure there's no leaks. And that's how you do intake gaskets on one of these 3/8. Like I said, I'll put the link down in the description for parts. Super easy. You should probably do spark plugs while you're in there. This customer didn't want to. Get everything put back together, get it fired up and checked out. And I hope you guys like the video, and please subscribe.